Tango 1 at the top, we are at Papa Coco. 10-4, Tango 1, you have control. Tango 1 copy. Stand by. Stand by.
Integrity, passion, resilience. That's what this place was built on. That's what our community is founded on. Don't act like the example, just be the example. This is the home of the greatest fitness community in the world. We're trying to create strong, able bodies, resilient to injury with a gas tank to get shit done. If there's one thing from this podcast, it's about taking immediate action. Find the problem, fix the problem. This is your opportunity. It's either a hell yes or a fuck no. It's that simple. You're ruining the Tango 1 podcast. Now is the time to take action. Now's the time to do more and be more.
Corey's confusion. On this show of the Tango 1 podcast, confusion. We got Corey's confusion.
It's legit confusion though. It's okay.
What is going on in my head? I feel like this is like you're like one of those like 1980s movies where they like go inside somebody's head and the head has all these different characters. I feel like that's just going on 24/7.
Pretty organized. It's organized.
It's organized. Okay.
It's organized, but these questions and the options are just like floating by one at a time.
All right, welcome everybody to the Tango 1 podcast. I'm Tony Smith. Today I got with me my co-host Casey Wright. He's tuning in from, I think you're in the 6 right now, right? Coming from Toronto. Yes. He's up working in Richmond. And back at the near the old ball stadium there. And we got Coach Corey V, the Ultimate Garage Gym and Tango 1 podcast hype man, who's here because he really wanted to be here to kind of set some things straight. So let's what's up with you, Case? What's up and new, man? You got your first shifts in the fire department. Nobody's been here since then.
Yeah, first few shifts I've been are in the books now. It's been awesome. So it's like it's everything that I wanted it to be. So it's been a lot of fun getting to know the guys and the team and everything, and it's been a great start.
Still feel like Halloween a little bit when you put your uniform on?
A little bit, yeah. But it's good.
What's the seniority protocol? Do you what do you got to ride in the back or what? There's got to be something that goes along with those trucks.
You're in the back. Just do the job. Do your job. Do the extra as much as you can.
Hey, Case, are you actually sleeping like you were in the blast camp waiting for something to happen? Are you actually sleeping or waiting for those tones to go, bro?
I'm sleeping very lightly.
Yeah.
Very lightly. Any little sound is my eyes are wide open.
Has anybody fucked with you yet?
Nothing too much, no.
Oh,
just the little jabs.
So I remember when I was brand new, I had a coach officer, he's on the bomb unit. So we everybody's cars were parked in the basement. So we come down and you had to grab they call them briefcases, but it's more like a duffel bag with all your books and shit that you need for the road in there. And everybody's kind of standing around weirdly. Nobody was going to their cruisers. They're all kind of just leaning there talking. I'm like, they must have to stuff they didn't want to talk about and line up in front of the bosses, I'm figuring, right? So new guy, you just mind your own business. Walk over to grab my briefcase, the duffel thing. I pick it up. He had put a lever bomb underneath it. So when I lifted it up, this freaking explosion goes off and I almost shit my pants. Everybody's dying of laughter, obviously waiting. They all knew what was going on, right? So I hope they get you. But things are a little more PC these days. They might not be able to attack you like that.
So, yeah, it'll happen. There's been whispers, so I'm on my toes.
Well, they probably also don't think they could sneak up on you because you are the crazy sleeper man.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Jumps around when he's sleeping.
Yeah.
I tried to we had to bunk up in one of our trips, and the guy was all night long jumping, and it was scaring the hell out of me and my other problems I got sleeping. Now I got this guy basically jumping out of his bed every 2 seconds.
It's how you stay in shape. You work out while you're sleeping.
Yeah, that's
Jump around.
You burn so many calories while you sleeping. This guy that's why he's so ripped.
One eye open, the other one shut, or eyes open and sleeping.
Yeah, just staring at the ceiling, waiting for the red buzzer to go.
Yeah, that's why same at Blast. He was the first guy out of the camp every single time, out of that tent and already equipped because he wasn't really sleeping. All right, Corey, what can we help you with? What can the folks on this show help you with? What do you got, man?
All right, boys. Like I've been thinking for a little bit here, and I've been always stuck with these questions I have, and I'm just kind of weighted down to two questions. So let's I'm gonna go with a couple here. You let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Sounds good?
Sounds good. I'm curious. So where's this is going? You're working me. Okay, go.
Give me an answer. All right, give me an answer. All right. So let's start off with let's go with, all right, we'll just go, let's cut it here. Sleeveless shirts, sleeveless or shirtless? Which one's better?
Okay, so what do you go ahead, man.
Shirtless.
Yeah, I know you're on that. Fuck yeah, shirtless, man. As I sit here in a tank top, but I just want to have my shirt off. And Danny told me it was not appropriate to be on the Zoom call with you two on the podcast, no shirt on.
Yeah,
gotta go shirt.
My arms aren't big enough to just go sleeveless.
Is that the thing? It's the arms are. I just like
you have to have
these abs for so long.
Yeah.
See, yeah, boys, I like what you're going with, but I'm more of a sleeveless guy. I like the shirt to tell a story. So I don't know. I like that.
Run me through the science of a sleeveless hoodie.
Man, yeah, you're the master of the sleeveless hoodie.
It's perfect temperature. When it's cold, you put the hood on. When it's hot, you got the sleeves off, so you get the vents. It's nice. It's the perfect shirt, any weather, make it work. That's what I like about it.
It's like an all-weather tire.
Yeah, man. And then you got some holes in there, and it just tells a story. You've got to have that nice shirt that's been through the ringer a few times. Just like that shirt tells a story. I would not get rid of those shirts ever. I'd sew them up a million times.
Well, but you wear the same one like every single day. Like, so yeah, it tells like a million stories. Exactly. You wear that West Side Barbell green one with the black. You wear that thing for 3 months straight in the winter.
Yeah, right down. You got to bring it right down to the threads, man. Faithful, you know?
Faithful. Gotcha.
All right, boys, let's go into something a little more serious here. Let's see here. All right, what are your thoughts on, all right, so I'm always doing this. What are your thoughts on a pre-workout or just a plain old-fashioned good old coffee? What are you guys saying?
Oh man, you guys have heard me say this many times. I'm a black coffee, espresso kind of guy before my workout. I do love a good pre-workout, especially from HQ Nutrition. Use code TANGO15 to save on your order. But I don't know the science behind it. Maybe you know more than me, but I know that I like to kind of save my pre-workout for when I really need it. So I actually hammered a pre-workout today because I was feeling a little like sluggish when I went in the gym. But generally, I'm gonna hit a black coffee. How about you, Case?
I'd pick for working out pre-workout every time.
Yeah, every day.
What's that?
Every day you're hammering that pre-workout?
Probably not every day. Every day I'm like about to have a big work. Yeah, pretty much every day. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah.
And you, Corey, you're dry scooping it, aren't you? Isn't that what you do?
Yeah, I'm a dry scooper for sure. I took my supplements back in the day, man. I tell you, I wasted my money too. But I haven't wasted my money, but I've learned a lot about supplementation and really like you said, Tony, like I feel like pre-workouts are a useful tool like when you need it. And you got to read that, right? You know, you're having a slow day and you need a little kickstart. I think they're good tools to use, but then again, we don't want to get too dependent on it. So I like supplementing both, man. To be honest with you, I have a hard time. I don't care what you guys say between the two. I'm stuck on both. So I'm going to go pre-workout and coffee, but it all depends on how I feel.
But you do it at the same time.
Yeah. Even that cold brew, you know what I mean? Just chug it, take care of it, then drink your pre-workout. No. But it's just, you got to watch out with supplements. I find that the more I take it, the more I get build up a tolerance. So you just got to be super aware, I think. But with supplements, like we know, right? Like if you're not getting good sleep and you're not dialing in everything else, something's ain't gonna get
So
you.
are you building up like a tolerance to the caffeine or the sugars or whatever else is like, I know a lot of the stuff pre-workout we have now, like with HQ, it's not as sugary, but what is it that what do you build a tolerance for?
It's the caffeine, 100%.
Yeah.
Caffeine is, I would say, almost like it's close to a drug, man. I'll be honest. It's you build that tolerance, your body just adapts to it, and you'll notice it right away. Like I've done it a few times. Just wait a couple days, go no caffeine at all, no pre-workout, no coffee, and then you have that. Once you have that first coffee, it's like a rush just comes all in. You know that you're becoming too adapted to it. You have to give yourself a little bit of a break.
Yeah, man, I did that autoimmune thing once. I did it for like 30 days. Had some gut issues going on, and part of that was no coffee. And I am telling you, after 5 days, I was in a bad way, man. Like it reminded me of like watching people dig deep, obviously on a way lesser level, but like I was like headaches. I was having trouble sleeping at night. It was intense. So when you compare it to a drug, it's for sure. And I should have smashed way too much coffee, I think. But as far as the pre-workouts, yeah, I really agree with you there. Like I just don't want to become dependent on it. And like if you need it all the time, like you should probably be looking into what else is going on. My big mixture I've been doing lately though is Case. You're working shift. I mean, those of you who don't work shift.
I don't know if I need it. I just like the extra psycho mentality when you're working out, and that gets
nothing better though. Remember when Luke was with us?
Oh, the salts.
We're hitting the smelling salts every day.
Salts.
That creates like, come on, fuck boys, fuck yeah, every day for the workout. I'm like, oh, okay.
That'll wake you up.
And here's the thing with supplements. I'm going to cut you guys off for going on a huge rant about it, but like something I think about a lot is like it's attaching a ritual to something. So like if you ritualize the supplement, if you ritualize something before your workout, before something you do all the time, it becomes like you can't do it without it. But that's not the case. You just built that ritual. It's just like working out. The 6 a.m. crew, they've built a ritual of going to the gym at 6 a.m. It's like they need it. And it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But when you build a ritual around something, it becomes more of a habit. I think that's the kicker.
I think so. I agree completely. Because, yeah, you almost think like, I know I do. It's almost like, oh, I should have pre-workout or have even a coffee or any type of caffeine before my workout, or else I won't have a good workout.
You ritualize things? No.
What's that?
You ritualize things? No.
Everything.
But yeah, no.
It does give you that feeling. And then it's like it's almost like takes the excuse out of it a bit for me too, though. But because it's like if I did have a bad workout, it's like, oh, I didn't have any caffeine or I didn't have this, so it's no big deal. But that allows me to get into that routine and that zone a little bit.
You getting called out right now?
Yeah, fire alarm going. That fire alarm? He's got a fire alarm ripping.
He's got it muted right now in case it doesn't stop. But yeah, he's I wonder.
Somebody's cooking something.
Is it Joe? Is it Joe? Joe's burning the steak.
This has been going on in this apartment all day. Hopefully it shuts off in a second.
Now when you do that, you actually sound like you're like on a call. All right, Corey, let's keep rolling out. What do you else got? This is a good one.
Let's go a little more. We'll go more garage gym style here, Tony. I always get stuck. I love them both dear heartedly. I missed them actually with this whole lockdown. We missed out on this the last couple of years, but man, Christmas party and summer party, man. Which one's the best one?
Yeah.
Christmas or GG summer? Which one's the best one?
So ain't no party like a garage gym party, because the garage gym party don't stop. That's one thing that's for sure. But I think you can associate this to any parties like summer or Christmas, right? I'm a summer party guy. I love the garage gym summer party. I just love summer parties in general. I'm a big fan. You hit I like the pool. I like the sun. I like hanging out. And then, once it starts to get dark, garage gym summer party, Diener would like the fire. It's just like so many stages to a summer party. Like, you know, there's volleyball, there's bocce, there's cornhole going on. There's just so many different things. And like, it's just cool to be out, of course, tank top or no shirt, both, right? You start with a tank top, you end with no shirt. That's what I love about the summer parties, man. Big time. Winter's okay. Christmas parties are fun. I love doing the speeches and giving out the awards, but how about you?
Man, you know what? Like, summer party is good, man. I can't complain, but the Christmas party, man, you got the mean tweets, and then we got the rookies. The rookies got to do the dance. Come on, man, that brings the heat. So I kind of like it.
There's good tradition to that. Yeah, I forgot about the mean tweets. Danny brought that in like 2 years ago, and those have been a fucking hit. They're so funny to listen to. And then, yeah, watching you guys perform is always, I mean, Colton Taylor's performance, Case, if there's any way you can cut that in on this right now, Colton Taylor's performance was the greatest. Colton Taylor, if you guys don't know him, he was started training with us when he was like 14. Now he's pitching. He's in the big time, man. He hit 90 miles an hour, and he's just got another scholarship to a bigger school. And anyways, he did this video side by side. It's just unreal. If you haven't seen it, we need to definitely that thing should be viral, is what I'm saying. It should be viral. Case, you still on alert there?
Yeah.
Emergency broadcast unit. All right. What else you got?
All right. Let's bring another one in here. Let's go with all right, Tony. So we'll go with training. All right, let's go training fasted. Like, do you like training? What would you prefer, and what do you recommend? Training fasted or not training fasted?
Oh, you complicated motherfucker, man. That's what you are, complicated. You guys and all you guys in your complex systems. Get up. If you want to eat, eat. If you don't want to eat, don't eat. You know, I'm not a big one on training fasted. I mean, there's points in my life where I fasted and it's made me feel a little bit better. But man, with like my kind of like deal with training fasted or not fasted is like, if we're gonna hit, you know, the ski erg for a relay, training fasted, no problem. But if I'm gonna lift some big weight, I need some food, man. And whether that's a ritual or a mental thing, you know me, I'm not the big science guy behind it. I just go by what makes me feel good, what doesn't, and what seems to work for me and what doesn't. And eating works for me. Eating protein, eating those carbs that everybody's scared of, that works very, very well for me. And it provides me with a lot of I think like power, and I just feel really good. I don't feel worn out like I do when I train fasted, and I don't do too many just cardio dominant workouts these days. So that's another thing that plays into it. There we go. He's back.
We have a bit of time. It's probably gonna go off.
Casey, go back. Which one? Summer party or Christmas party? Real quick though.
Summer party.
There's no doubt. It would have been fun for me to like pick Casey's, and then Casey holds up like because I could get most of his. We spent a lot of hours together.
And then on the fasted situation, like I enjoy it. It depends, like obviously what time you work out. If I'm on a morning routine, then yeah, I'm not going to eat in the morning. I almost feel worse if I eat before like a 6 a.m. workout. And then kind of throughout, if you're doing something even like a little later in the morning, if you haven't eaten yet, then if it's a cardio, then I like to stay fasted and just drink a lot of water. I find I have a little bit more energy for that. Yeah. And then, but anything to do with power, any type of lifting, it's like to have a little bit of food in my system. So when you do the early afternoon, right after a big lunch, that's when you get the big lifts in.
Yeah, man. Like I think, I don't know, like one thing I can't do is a lot of people do this. They smash down a protein shake on the way into the gym. I cannot do that. The lifting or cardio, it doesn't sit right with me. It's fine after, but or like as a snack, like maybe tonight before bed, but it doesn't sit right with me for a workout. And I think a lot of people with this fasted and unfasted thing, they think it's a cheat code, man. Like just put the work in and eat. If you put the work in and eat right, you're going to get results. Don't overthink this. You know, do what feels good for you is kind of my advice to people on that one.
Yeah.
What are you?
Yeah, like you guys said, right there, bang off the top, and I get it. You know, it's how you feel. That is the biggest factor, man. If whatever's going to get you to the gym feeling 100%, that is your ticket. And like that question right there, that's splitting hairs. Like, you know, like you can sit on that all day, but in the end of the day, if you're feeding yourself properly, you're getting good sleep, and whatever makes you train hard and feel good in the gym, that's what you stick to, and get rid of the rest, you know? I hear you.
Yeah,
So
I think
if I have to pick, honestly, my opinion, I'm a training fasted kind of guy all day. Training fasted, lift, heavy lift, not lift. That's it. Fasted it is. Then I feed myself later. I've always been that.
man, your bench press tells us that. I know.
Oh, that's nice, Tony. Yeah, let's deadlift, bro. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Tony. Let's poke fun here.
Oh, now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble. I made fun of him.
All right, Tony. All right, so let's go. Donuts or muffins, man? Donuts or muffins? Let's go.
You guys know where my alliance is. It's not. This is not even a question. It's like fuck yes, donuts all day, any day. Like I love donuts, and I actually do not enjoy muffins. So I don't know. I think muffin and donuts almost the same thing calorie wise, isn't it, Corey? I don't know. So donuts for sure.
I don't know. Everyone's got their preference, but yeah,
donuts for sure.
Donuts too, man. I can't complain. I'm on that page with you, man. I'm a donut guy.
I'm muffins.
Get out! I would have never guessed this. Are you for real?
Yeah.
You would with those calves, muffin calves.
So tell me this, because I know you got a system. Like, how do you eat the muffin? Because I know that you think about this and you do it the same every time. You take the wrapper off really slowly and then
the bottom,
the top.
then the top.
What do you do?
Yeah, you pull the top off, you eat the bottom soft part, and then you eat the top.
Really? Muffins? Really? What kind of muffin?
Carrot muffins.
Carrot muffins? This is
mind-blowing.
It's
Science
mind-blowing
information right now.
It is mind-blowing.
Donuts, I like donuts while I'm eating them, but then I feel awful after.
How good do we feel when we stop on the way back from
Terrible.
Gus's in Indiana and go to what's it called? Sweetwater.
Sweetwater?
Sweetwater, yeah.
And we get like a box of donuts. We're hungover as fuck, and then we crush them when we have like our fifth coffee of the day. Oh.
Yeah, it's that like slight enjoyment as you bite it, and then within 30 seconds, like it's just you want to.
Man, you walk in that place. I walk in there. I have slight anxiety because I don't even know what to pick. There's so many donuts. If someone could ship those donuts to us somehow, I would just love it.
I've still never had a fritter from there. Every time I go there, I want an apple fritter, and they're out.
They are constantly out apple fritters when we go. That place is a classic. That's a Strength Squad classic. And on that note, Casey gets called out again.
Oh, Casey's out on this one, but we're having fun with this one. This is I thought of this, Tony. Let's move on to
get a marker, Casey. We're gonna do the game. I'm gonna pick yours too.
All right, let's go with. We don't have Chris on here, but hey, we got man bun or mullet.
Man bun or mullet? Oh man!
Come on, Tones.
Well. Oh, this is a tough one. I gotta go with my boy. I know he's gonna be listening to this weedy plum in there, Jeff McGee. So I gotta support my boy in his man bun, man, for sure. I don't know too many people with mullets. I was thinking about kind of running with one after the COVID, and I got talked out of it. Harshly talked out of it by Danny. What are you going with, Cor?
Oh man, I'm going the mullet. The party
what?
In the back, the business in the front. Let's go. That is like that's the ticket. That's the country boy mean ticket. I take it. Put the hat on, take it off. You got that mullet, that flow. I'm with it.
Soccer's all over the TV right now. There's like this like new stylish mullet we're seeing like crazy, right? It's like it's more of like a trendy boy kind of mullet.
I can't deal with the man bun. It's just too much going on, too much time. Just let that hair go, man. Let it flow. Let the mullet fly.
All right, so I'm gonna make my guess here on Casey. Not a guess, educated guess. Spend 16 hours a day together for 8 months straight. I'm gonna go with man bun, even though he's from the Sioux, and it's looked down upon, and there's probably a lot more mullets than man buns there, but
there's a way.
Man bun?
Yes.
Yes.
There was the 1 year, my third year, I had enough hair to make a slight man bun. And then in the Sioux, for whatever reason, a bunch of the guys back home had long ass hair that year. And the Christmas party was filled with them.
Bro, that sunshine picture of you. Yeah, you got a man bun.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yes, the sunshine picture. Sunshine, California
It
Casey.
just flows out the back of the helmet.
All right, let's move on here. How about country music or rap? Country music or rap?
Ooh.
I know it's circumstance too, like, hey, what are we doing? But you know what? I'm gonna say if you had to choose one thing, either
your workout country playlist is not good.
Yeah, whatever. It could be any way, any time of the day. If you had to pick one to listen to for the rest of your life, which one would it be? Country music all day, every day.
Man, that is a challenge for me. I love both, and I can't even, like, some days I'm working out to country, some days I'm working out to rap, some days I'm driving to country. It kind of like depends on the weather, the season. I'm a huge music guy. We got to make a decision though, right? Indecision's the worst decision. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick with my roots, man. I'm gonna go with the rap. It was my first love, and I'm gonna stick with rap if I had to. Hopefully, I don't have to listen to some of the artists though. Oof.
All right.
I'd go with for every day, forever, then in country for sure.
All right, not bad.
So many songs I just can't handle, man. I flip the station on country so much. That's
All
the
right.
thing. Some that I just love though.
Let's go with something a little more we can talk about here, more training wise. All right, so let's go for walking, or let's go for doing cardio. We're gonna go walking or running. What are we doing?
Running. I want to actually hear your opinion on this, because that's been my new cardio thing in Toronto. I go down the water and run, and it's been like great for me. I like it a lot, but I know there's a lot of critics on the sport.
Just think, no bang for your buck when you're running, man. Like, I just feel like you're like, you got to go so far to get anything done.
But if you're jogging slow, if you're
what are you,
like
sprinting
running
up there?
I go pretty quick.
I don't know. I just think for me, in my old man joints, running just beats up my back, beats up my knees. I don't mind doing it. I actually been doing it more lately than I ever have. Well, not that I ever have, but I haven't a very long time. But I would say Danny and I went to Brunette Park the other day, went on a 2-hour walk. I just loved it. It's just relaxing for me. And I'll mix in a run and a walk at the same time. A lot of times I do that old man thing, run for a minute, walk for 5 minutes. But I'm not sprinting down at the water looking at all you're checking out the tourism, right? Like, you're looking at the CN Tower and stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, the buildings, the architecture.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with walking.
Okay, my question for you, Corey, is does walking have the same benefit of cardio as like running would, or rowing or skiing?
Yeah, so like what I'm going to get into here with like the running and walking, I think running is one of those things that are just underrated for sure. We got to do a lot more of it. Like with running should be treated as a skill. And I think that we miss that factor. I think there's a lot in the fitness industry in general thinks, okay, I'm going to do well, I'm going to go for a run. Well, if you don't build up the skill to run and just get through the process of running, you're just going to build more strain on the body, more stress. Just the body's not going to function fair. You're better off, to me, going for a walk, doing what's more natural and build muscle. Now, if you're going to go in to running to learn how to run and build the skill of running, that should be all day. That should be something to think about. But if you're just going to go to do a run because you want to burn body fat or whatever it is, like, that's not what you should be using running as. That's my take on it.
I think that's a big point, because I think that's huge. It's the form of running, right? Everybody you work on your squat form, you work on your bench form, you work on all these things, and then running's just running, right?
What the fuck were you guys doing when you're kids? You didn't learn how to run? Like,
well, some people don't. No, I know how to run. When you play sports, for the most part, you know how to run. You hope, anyways. But it's like, you see a lot of people that their running form is bad, their feet are in bad angles. Like that's the people who have knee problems or lower back issues, just the way they're leaning. So it's like something as simple as, taking the time to learn proper form. It's just like any other movement. So if you know the proper form, then you're going to get more for that exercise, right?
Yeah, I'm a fan of sprinting. I'm a fan of sprinting, but I also think that the knees, the ankles, that has to do with a lot with like most places we're running are not meant to run. Think about when we ran that portion of Marcelo's race. We ended up on that
20-mile portion of a race.
Yeah. Casey and I ran over 20 miles the day of Marcelo's 100-mile run, and without training at all. but when we got on some of those roads where it just wasn't like good roadway, or it was I couldn't believe the difference that was making in how your knees and ankles felt. And I don't think there's much adjusting to that. So I think we beat that one to a pulp. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. I just feel like getting on a rower or an Airdyne or something just has more bang for the buck. You're going to get some much better cardio work and a little bit of muscle work at the same time. That's why I would stick with that.
Yeah, we can go on forever.
Wasn't on the option, hey? Wasn't an option.
No, it's all right. We can go on tangent on that one, but that's a sticky topic, and I'm sure there's a lot of people have viewpoints on it. But you know what? It's just something good we talk about. I like that. Good opinions. All right, let's go on. Steak or chicken?
This can't even be a question.
It's a question. It comes up.
Steak.
Fucking all day. Fuck yeah, steak, man. All day, every day, steak.
Steak.
I just polished off some steak.
Next question.
Next question. That was dumb.
It's dumb when it comes up. Red meat's got a horrible rap, and it shouldn't. It's got so much good stuff for us, and I think steak's been underrated for a while. But
we just talked about Marcella, right? Case, we were always amazed when we went away with Marcella. She doesn't eat steak at all. And she's a super fit person. She just prefers chicken. But chicken's just so bland, right? Like, there's only so many ways to cook.
It's all but that comes back to like your person, right? If you eat steak and you feel fine from it, or if you eat chicken and you feel bad, either way, like just find out what works for you. Like no matter what your diet is, find out what works for you and what makes you feel the best within those healthy restrictions. But I think that's a big thing. Some people don't feel good after eating red meat.
Yeah, I generally do lean meat in the day, like in the afternoon. Like I do eat chicken all the time, unfortunately, but I never really totally enjoy if I eat chicken in the afternoon. And then I usually have like a red meat or like a fish, a salmon or something, like a fattier meat in the evening.
All right, let's move on here. Let's go to, I like this one. This one was stuck on, but socks, a fresh pair of socks or no socks?
For like daily wear?
Context.
Anywhere. And would you rather be barefoot or would you rather have a nice fresh pair of socks?
Fresh pair of socks when you have any type of footwear on besides sandals.
100%. I am mind blown by the amount of people that come to the garage gym and put their shoes on with no socks to go work out. That is to me like absolutely, I can't get my head around it. It to me seems so gross, and not just gross, but uncomfortable.
It's like sleeping on your mattress.
Tony,
with no sheets.
You're grounding yourself to the earth. You know what I mean? Getting close.
Not if you're in your shoes.
Just eat a salad.
I do actually, Casey, you know this. I work out no shoes on in the green room all the time, like no shoes, just in my bare feet. That's different out on the grass, but man, like Casey said, any kind of footwear outside of like a sandal, even my Italian heritage here, I feel like you are not wearing, like you gotta wear socks. Got it. What about you? You're kind of gross like that. What would you?
Me?
Yeah, you. Like the only kind of gross guy on here.
Buddy, no, I'm a sock guy. There is nothing better than putting on I don't care who you are. If you're having a bad day, do this, okay? If you're ever having a bad day, go in your drawer, grab a fresh pair of socks, put those bad boys on, day's instantly better, 100%, all day. It's my go-to. It's one of those things. It's my life hack.
Well, Casey, you know from being on long calls, Corey, yes, you too, right? It's how important is like having
your feet
your dry feet, man. Like one thing I always had in my kit bag, and the blast guys are coming up, and that's something that I make huge in their like preparation list, is make sure you keep your feet dry. You know, baby powder, throw some baby powder on them, change your socks, makes all that difference in the world. Like you said, it just makes a real shit day a lot better.
That was one of those, when we were up north, a lot of times you'd be dropped off and camping in a swamp and your feet are just wet all day long. And it's that little bit of time to take to sit down. Like you said, put some like Gold Bond powder on your feet and change into another pair of socks. Makes such a difference for your day.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more with that, man. Couldn't agree more with that.
All right. All right, you want to do a couple? We do a bunch more here. I got a ton. Let's go with sled pushes or sled pulls.
Sled pulls, you mean like sled drags, like with the band around your hips?
Yeah. So
the sled's like kind of off and behind you.
Yeah.
Sled drags, I guess, for me all day. If you're going to talk about posterior chain and low back and sitting in a police car all those years, and then, way too much bench pressing probably. I find that the, sled drags just open up that posterior chain. It feels great for my core, and I just feel so much better when I've done them. And maybe it's because you can't go as fast. When you sled push a sprint, it's like one of the worst things in the world.
And you just want to puke.
Yeah. Oh man, we were doing it the other day in the gym, and I was like, oh, like nothing worse than that, I think.
Yeah, sled drags for sure. Sled pushes, I do like sled pushes, but they always make me feel sick. I remember in grade 10 or 11, training in high school, and our coach had us outside doing sled pushes in the rain during summer training. And I remember being so sick after, and just him walking by and just say, make sure you slam a shake before you do anything. You're losing a lot of calories right now. Just remember being so disappointed and sick and never wanting to push the sled again.
I get it. It is sled pushes. I love sled pushes. I'm a sled push kind of guy. I'm a wheelbarrow kind of guy. Right?
You're a wheelbarrow kind of guy.
No, I love sled pushes. I love the way they blow my quads up. And honestly, my knees, it makes my knees feel pretty healthy. It's good for some knee health with me. So like, I love the pushes. I know they're grueling as all hell, but I'm a big fan of the push. So
we talked about running, and for people listening, one of the greatest ways to work on your running form is like some slow sled pushes. Really focusing on pushing the earth away behind you, bringing those knees up nice and tall, and keeping the flexing the hamstring and the glute as you push back. It's a great way. And you're right, I've been incorporating a lot more sled pushes lately. We've been doing this push pull program, and it's a real safe way to work your quads. I mean, it's a very safe way to work your quads, but it's also very like non-intrusive for like the next couple of days. You don't get that kind of soreness that you would get from like today's front squat that I was doing, like a heels elevated pause with the front squat. I'm going to be sore for a few days. You won't get that from the sled pushes, that's for sure.
Yeah, they have that like concentric push. You have that like constant push, no eccentric loading. So it kind of takes down that soreness, and you can do them for days. That's why I love them so much. I think they're one of those tools that we need to use a lot more, and it helps out with the lower body dominant. It's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you there. So what else you got for us, Corey? Couple more.
All right. Let's go
2 more. Your next best 2.
Controversial. You guys want to go a little controversial here? Let's go with I don't know. I should stay in my lane, but you and Tony will probably figure this one out. Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan?
What? Casey's too young to answer this question.
What?
Okay, well, Tony maybe then.
Case, did you watch Michael Jordan play?
Yeah, he was still playing when I was young. I actually just was cleaning out my room the other day and found one of his like rookie Sports Illustrated cover books, like special editions.
Yeah, I would go with Jordan all day, Michael Jordan all day. I think LeBron would be the only one other person that happened in this conversation. I think Kobe was sick, talented, but Michael Jordan was just another level of intensity and leadership to that guy that I just like loved and respected. And like that show that came out the first lockdown, The Last Dance, that just solidified it for me, man. I absolutely loved that little docuseries that they put together. Casey, you put me onto that one.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's incredible. His whole career and mindset, both those guys, just the way they train, just the level above they have mentally is incredible. But yeah, I'd stick with Jordan.
Yeah, man, watching like me growing up a little, obviously older than you guys, but watching the Bad Boys, the Detroit Pistons in the late 80s, like absolutely beat on Michael Jordan in the old school format of the NBA, and watching him like go and put on all kinds of muscle so he could take that, beating and win. It was that guy is something to afford. And, I guess also makes you more of a fan or is like when they play against your team all the time, it's like watching Aaron Rodgers thrash the Lions all the time. I just have a higher respect for him because I see him play so many times.
Right.
And same with Jordan against the Pistons. Kobe always playing on the West Coast. You really didn't watch him play unless it was, the Sports Center the next day or on playoff time. So can't go there.
I'm going to stay in my lane a little bit, but the reason why I get on this topic with you guys, because I just read an awesome book called Winning by Tim Grover. He's one of the coaches one of the trainers that trained Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, actually a lot of athletes. It's an amazing book. But the stories he told were sweet about those guys. And I'm going with Kobe. That's me. I'm just going to stay there. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm stuck with Kobe, man.
All right. Game of 101. Casey versus Corey. Who wins?
Basketball.
You're going to get out of your lanes.
I'm a truck, man. I'm taking you out, Casey. I'm just going to take you out, bro.
I'm just going to run around you.
That booty is made to box out, Case. I don't know.
That booty is definitely boxing out, Case. Maybe. All right, we'll go a couple more here. Let's see. All right. Let's go trucks or sports cars. I'm just running through these.
Trucks or sports cars? I'm a truck guy all day.
Truck's more practical.
I'm going trucks. We may hurt some people on this one, but Seamus might be a little upset. But definitely going with the truck, man. Trucks.
I just don't understand the sports car, man. I don't get it. It's cool looking. It goes fast, but gets you in trouble and not practical.
Oh.
Right? Not to say the least. You can't drive it in the winter, man. My buddy's got this Camaro. It sits in his freaking garage, and now he has kids. He can't put anybody in it. He never uses the damn thing. I go pick up truck all day. All
right, me truck, but I got one here, Tony, for you, man.
All right, last one. What do you got?
This is the last one. This is gonna be good. Me and Casey got you on this one. I know. Okay. All right. So Tony, would you rather pick here? The federal Q is a siren on the fire truck, or a rumble siren. Rumble siren is on what, Tony? Do you know?
So this is the difference between cops and firemen. Cops have no time to fucking study what the fuck you guys are talking about. I have no idea.
No, don't get this. I don't know what this is.
You guys have hours and hours to figure out what the different siren noises are making, right? Well, and you can guess them while the rest of the emergency services are driving by your station while you're hanging out, right? Like,
yeah, sure.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Man, the federal Q's in the front of the fire truck. It's like a fan type siren, and it's it's one of those sounds that's distinct to a fire truck.
What does it sound like?
It's like a wow, man. It's like the best. It's a good sound. The fire boys know what I'm talking about. They feel me on this one. But honestly, the police, they got that. I did my research on this. They got the rumble siren or something distinct to a police people. I don't know. Maybe Tony would help me out with it. What do you pick?
No idea, man.
You got to pick one, man. You got to pick
for
one.
sure going with the police siren.
The rumble siren? All right.
Oh, man. The best is like, we'd be at these calls 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And then when the fire truck's finally showing up with their sirens blaring, everything's under control. Woo, woo, woo. We're here, guys.
Save the day.
It's good. We're fine. That's
I
awesome.
have to tell you.
I do have I have one more for you guys though.
Ooh.
All right. Morning poop or afternoon poop?
Morning.
No brainer.
Let's hear it, Corey. Speaking of routine and ritual, that's where
Corey's morning meditation.
That's where we wanted to go with this.
Buddy, the morning throne, that is the epitome of starting your day. That is it. None of this cold shower shit. Nothing. You have a nice, good sit on the throne and just, let it all, just let it go and just start your day. Detoxify whatever you had for the other day and, start your day off clean and with a fresh start. That is a legit fresh start. I'm down.
So the reason I ask is because Corey is one of the most lovable people, obviously, in the world. But the one day that I can tell you that 3 people I know wanted to kill him was we're all sharing an Airbnb in Indiana. We have 1 hour to get to our course. And you decide to sit in there for 35 minutes while the rest of us didn't get the shower, brush our teeth, nothing. And we all missed breakfast because you couldn't break your ritual or get up just a little bit early.
And then come out and say, oh, I should probably just shower now too, eh?
Yeah. And it was like an old school little like a bungalow style house. There was nowhere to go. We all have to now go in there. There's nothing worse than a steamed shit, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like it hangs in the air and it's not even yours. That is the absolute worst. I gotta say, I gotta build a little bit more routine. Danny was just lecturing me about this right now. I'm kind of all over the place kind of guy. I wish I was a little more regular on my schedule. It messes me up. Those morning classes, this new 15-minute start times, really messing with my system. So
I know you rag on me with that one, but you know what? It's one thing I take to heart is when I'm on the throne, man. It's my meditation. Sorry, guys, it's my meditation time. As much as everyone did, that's the way it goes. We got a little gross on it, but hey, man.
All right, guys. Well, it was good catching up with you boys today. Hope everybody enjoyed the show, and that will be it for today. Cheers to you guys. And tune in next week.
Thanks, boys. Cheers.
Now's the time to do more and be more.